The International Justice Mission is calling for regular police patrols on Lake Volta to help deal with the menace of child trafficking and the use of children for hazardous work on the lake. In an interview with JoyNews, the Director of Advocacy, Leonard Akon, said Ghana is making progress in the fight against the menace. Ghana joined thousands of churches across the world to commemorate the IGM's Freedom Sunday, a day set aside to highlight the ills of trafficking. Maxwell Agbagba was at some churches that commemorated the day and has come through with this report.
In spite of efforts to completely eradicate the menace of trafficking and the use of children on Lake Volta, some perpetrators continue to outwit state security agencies. 2 years ago, I met a 10-year-old boy who was rescued by police after he was used for many years by his boat's master for fishing activities. He was part of a group of children who were rescued. He told me the boat's master had taken him to an island community along the Lake Volta under the guise of funding his education. He told me a boy who he lived on the same compound with died after he was forced to dive into the lake. It is Freedom Sunday, and here at the Lashibi EP Church, some of the members are happily taking pictures with inscriptions that condemn trafficking. Freedom Sunday provides churches with the opportunity to deepen the understanding of God's heart for justice, discover the realities of modern slavery, and join the fight to end it. Director of Advocacy for IJM in Ghana, Leonard Akon, urged members of the church to join the fight for justice.
Now just imagine that your son does not know how to swim and is taken on an island community which is about 3,000 square miles away from where he used to live to work on this Volta Lake for about 6 to 7 days. Just imagine that it is your daughter. Also just imagine that your son does not know how to swim and is made to work on this Volta Lake in a leaky canoe boat and is made to go into the deepest part of the lake, to dive into the lake to disentangle it. Just imagine that it is you or it is your son. Your son doesn't know how to swim, your daughter doesn't know how to swim, but is made to go through this situation just for the benefit of the fisherman. Now this is the reality of what children on the Volta Lake go through on a daily basis.
He's calling for regular police patrols on Lake Volta to deal with the situation.
Deploying police patrol boats on Lake Volta, that is one thing that will end this. Because, Lake Volta is huge and massive, and deploying police patrol boats to basically arrest people exploiting children and to stop people from exploiting children on the Lake Volta is one of the surest way to end this problem. So, police patrol boats on Lake Volta, every single angle or every single part of Lake Volta, we deploying police patrol boats on Lake Volta is what will end this problem. And I am very sure that Lake Volta will be free of exploitation of children.
At the Hope City Church in Osu, members sang justice songs to commemorate the day. Gospel musician who is also a member of the International Justice Mission Ghana, Eugene Zuta, talked about getting justice for the oppressed and how Christians can help in that regard.
Who can help Kofi, help him with his education and all that. You know how the narrative goes. And so took Kofi from the family and then sent him to a village that is near the Volta Lake. Kofi thought that he was going to go to school and then learn a trade. But right from the day he went to that the new location, he was actually sent to a boat master. Kofi, from that day for over 4 years, wakes up around 1 a.m. And Kofi is about 5 years old. And wakes up every morning around 1 a.m. and goes onto the Volta Lake and will work from around 1 a.m. and till about 6 a.m. Come and just have something scanty to eat. And then by 8 a.m., Kofi is going back onto the Volta Lake. at a very young age, this child have done this for almost over 5 years. He's beaten anytime he's not able to, because of his physical level, he's not able to work as he's supposed to. And then as a child, normally when they cast the net, and then the net get entangled in the river, because the Volta River has a lot of tree stumps, for those of you who know. This child, even without any diving skills or swimming skills, is pushed into the lake to go and disentangle these nets and then come back up. And there are several times Kofi have seen some of his friends who go into the lake and they never come back. Having been set free, you must be an agent of freedom for other people. Amen. As a church, let us not keep quiet in our communities. Let us not keep quiet in our families. Let us not keep quiet in our nations, and see injustice have a field day.
Stockton Brown is part of IJM's legal team. She believes prayers can lead to freedom of some of the people held in bondage.
Pray for freedom for each of the children who are held in bondage, to pray for folks that are trafficking to realize that this is a travesty of justice, and to pray for our justice system to be strengthened in the fight. Human trafficking is a great problem of our day, but it is not insurmountable. And so the importance of Freedom Sunday is to draw awareness to this issue so that people can gather together. It takes all of us united to fight human trafficking, but together we can end it.